Hello Aries, my name is Megan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and comment on this video if it just so happens to resonate with you. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the person that is on your mind currently. Whoever that may be. Let's get into it. What's going on with Aries and their person? Without even pulling a card, I'm feeling like a very awkward energy. Like there's something like awkward or like there's like a pause in your life right now. Could have to do with something that you weren't seeing, to do with a potential marriage, somebody that you were intrinsically involved with in a relational type way, right? This could have been with the Emperor card reversed there. You could have been dealing with an Aries. This was somebody who could have been very, very sort of domineering over you and not necessarily all the cute ways, right? Or I should say a fellow Aries. Now, Aries can be a sign that's very take charge, right? Very much about self, right? Libra is Aries' direct opposite. Libra can be more relational oriented, right? Libra is almost a people pleaser because they're always thinking about others, whereas Aries is Libra's direct opposite. So Aries is more about self, and that's not a bad thing at all. That's just the energy. You probably came here to Earth at this time with some sort of mission or goal here. I do feel like relationships have not been predominantly your strong suit for those of you that are resonating with this. This isn't going to be for everybody. My readings are for sun, moon, and rising signs. I don't remember if I said that. Whatever this is, though, that you weren't seeing, it's making you feel very, very restless. While simultaneously, at the same time, it's like you're stuck. You're restless, but you're stuck. So this is the energy of like your foot is on the gas and the brake at the same damn time, right? At the same exact time. And it's like, so you could have actually found out that you were betrayed here by somebody who predominantly thought about themselves mostly. In a relationship, there's something here within this relationship that you weren't seeing or you're not seeing, and you can intuitively feel it, right? That's why you feel like your foot is on the brake and the gas at the same time. And that's a very, very frustrating feeling, especially within a relationship. Like, you don't want to move this too fast by pressing on just the gas, so you hit the brake a little, both at the same time. But like, you don't want to hit the brakes on it because you don't want to lose this person, so you hit the gas. It's very touch and go. Very touch and go. How does this person feel about Aries at the deepest, deepest, deepest level? Eight of Cups. They feel like they need to walk away from this because they know that you're too good for them. With that Empress card there, you could be dealing with, again, a Libra or a Taurus. Yeah, this person knows that you have not only a lot to give, but you're just really beautiful in your essence. This could be somebody who has watched you if you guys have been in the same room together quite often. This could be somebody who just sort of has their eye on you whenever you're in the room because they find you very, very beautiful or very, very handsome. Whatever the roles there are, they are strongly being called to walk away. Piscean energy there. It's just as simple as that. They feel like it's not fair for them to stay in your life. So this could be somebody who tries to control situations or people just to sort of boost their own ego. But this connection's making you feel not that great, right? And this person knows that. That's why they're kind of being called to walk away from this. They genuinely view you as like, why is Aries even into me? Why do they even like me? They're so far out of my league. That's how this person is viewing you. How else does this person feel at the deepest, deepest level? Okay, they could easily have been in their past distracted by temptation. We have the Moon card there and the Seven of Cups reversed. That's a very strong energy of like this person gets lost in the idealism of love. And that can be very, very easy to do. We all do it. I love to do it. Sometimes I don't love to do it, but you start to idealize that person in your mind and then your brain just sort of takes off. That's what this person does. This person could have done that with you, only instead of idealizing you, they actually really, really discover that there is a lot to you in the best form or phrase that sentence can possibly mean to those of you watching out there. they just intrinsically know that they are causing you in pain internally. That's why they're being called to walk away. And honestly, if you are dealing with somebody who's a little more self-focused, the fact that they want to walk away because they feel like you deserve better is actually, it's not the worst thing in the world, right? You could have somebody who, I'm not seeing like the Knight of Wands, like player energy in and out to make you feel like you have your foot on the gas and the brake at the same time. I'm not so much getting that. What I'm more getting is that this person actually does care about you. Because somebody who didn't care about you would keep you there as an option, right? With the Knight of Wands, in and out energy. This is somebody who they know that they get tempted very, very easily by other options. I do feel like that's something that they want to change about themselves. They're not quite sure how though, right? With this Two of Wands, they're always sort of looking what the next thing is going to be. What the next... This could be, you could be dealing with somebody who travels quite a lot too, so they could get distracted by other connections, things like that, things of that nature. But with the Moon card here, it's like this person gets lost in the idealism of what love is supposed to be, instead of becoming the person that's actually going to treat you right, you and your highest vibrational self right? This person knows that they cause you sadness. That's why they're tempted to walk away. How else does this person feel about Aries at the deepest level? Yeah, it's like they know they can't hold on to you, but they're so attracted to you. But this person actually wants to do the right thing and walk away if they know they can't give you sort of what you've been wanting. They view you as completely out of their league, just so you're aware. Completely out of their league. You could be dealing with somebody who's a little bit more non-committal. They could have trouble sort of holding on to things, right? And that goes back to that Moon card, Seven of Cups reversed. This person gets lost in their own illusions, idealism of love, like I said. What is the advice for Aries regarding this person? Queen of Pentacles. Make sure that throughout all of this situation, make sure you're really focusing on your own stability here. Make sure that you're focusing on being, the best, highest version of you. Because I'm seeing not only a lot of like financial abundance for you, Aries, I'm seeing just a really calm demeanor after this situation had made you feel like your foot was on the brake and the gas at the same time. There's reprieve coming here for you, Aries. You pretty soon, if you're not feeling this way yet, which you're not, I'm seeing your brake gas pedal, right? But you'll be surprised. It's not going to take as long as you think. You'll be surprised at just the amount of time, how little it is, before you start to feel like this Queen of Pentacles. See how she's just sitting there looking at her, not only her money, but she's just very stable, very calm. Looks like she's got like naturistic things around her, right? Outdoors. She's sitting on a throne, right? Something that you could be building that's all your own right now. Is sort of what I'm being called to tell you. Keep growing this, because not only is there financial abundance at the end of this, there's also a lot of healing from this situation. Now, I don't feel like I'm talking to Aries out there when it comes to this person specifically. I don't feel like when I said they want to walk away because they know they're not treating you correctly. I don't feel like I'm talking to Aries where you're like, they're going to walk away? What? I feel like you kind of have an intuitive knowing of this already. And it's because you're not liking the energy that this connection's putting on you either, right? Gas pedal, brake, same time. Not good. Not a very good feeling ever. The Chariot, though, you could be dealing with a Cancer. I'm getting for many of you, you could be meeting a Cancer coming up, or there could be a new person that's a Cancer with heavy Cancer placements. Yeah, go full steam ahead at whatever is going to make you feel settled, whatever is going to take your foot off the gas and the brake at the same time. I feel like whatever manifestations are going to come in here for you soon, many of you are going to look back at this situation and your energy and how it was during this situation and realize that the universe is actually doing you a favor right now. If the universe is kind of pulling this person away from your energy a little bit more, I know that sucks, and our ego can take over our higher self sometimes, right? Our ego isn't designed, our thinking brain isn't designed to figure out exactly how a situation's going to go or exactly how somebody's going to treat us. All our ego brain is designed to do is just think in the here and now. It can't predict the future. It can't go back and change the past. So worrying about the future when it comes to this connection, I just have a sense, Aries, that you're going to feel so much lighter once you finally sort of either have a conversation with this person, or once this person, does decide, like, yeah, I'm not treating Aries how they deserve whatsoever. I feel like you're going to have a big epiphany moment. And it could come in the form of financial abundance, but it's so much more than that. It's like your energy is just going to be sturdy, stable, after what looks like a connection that made it very like this, but at the same time. So that is what I have for you, Aries. Hit that. What's the advice for Aries? Work, 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 work. Work, 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 work. Work at whatever this pinnacle is that you're sitting there looking at. Don't be afraid to work at it. Just keep working at it. I know it's very hard when we're going through love situations that are less than ideal. It can be very hard to stay focused on work and what our mission is here in life. I'm not just getting either work at your 9 to 5, although for many of you, put in work there if that's what you're being called to do. We should always act on our highest passion at any given moment. For many of you, I'm getting, though, this isn't so much a 9 to 5 thing. This is like a project that you may have started a long time ago. Or it's like a talent you have that you've been waiting to sort of put out there to the world or into practice. Do it. Work at it. You're going to have more money than you know what to do with. But not only that, like I said, much more importantly, you're going to have the energy of stability. Whatever it is you're working here towards, it's going to lead you to calmer waters, not just in love, but with finances, with everything in life. And mainly, it's going to bring you into calmer waters, right? Because the more your energy gets away from this person who knows they're not treating you right, you can view it as the universe kind of cutting the fat, trimming the fat off, if you will, to help you get through these waters, rough waters, into calmer waters, right? Don't be afraid of making a fool of yourself. Don't be afraid to really jump full steam ahead at whatever this is. Don't be afraid of what people think. Myself in my own life, that's held me back a lot in my own life, is worrying about what people think. It's so easy to get caught up in that kind of trap. I am in numerology, a double 7. I'm a life path 7, born on a 7 day, so I do have more loner energy. But 7's also the number of a lot of talents, right? I have a lot of talents, but I don't necessarily put them out to the world. And I'm just using me as an example. If you're feeling that way, I've been there. I get it. Take the chance. Fool card reverse. Jump right in. Take the chance, because you know what's going to happen, Aries? All your wishes are going to come true. You just have to believe it's possible to get to these calmer waters. And I know that can be tough when you're dealing with a love situation that's kind of intertwined, when you're trying to build something, right? Because this person probably inspired you a lot. They could have been your muse, the reason why you were trying to start something really big and beautiful. So the lesson here, the advice is, even throughout this connection possibly separating, I'm not saying for all of you it's going to go this way. It's not going to be for everybody. But if you start to feel this connection, the universe pulling it away, which you're already feeling, that's why your energy is gas pedal brake. Really really understand that it's a gift. It's actually the universe trying to get your energy away from this person's energy, so that on the other side of that connection, there's so much beauty, right? But it takes trimming the fat in our own lives a lot of times. And if we're not willing to do it ourselves, I've seen it many times, the universe will find out a way. The universe will be like, all right, I warned you, and rip it away. And a lot of times that can look like maybe being betrayed, or like something interfering. Oh, how could that happen? Well, if only that didn't happen, I would still have that person, right? It doesn't work like that. The universe is not stupid. The universe knows what it's doing. So if the universe is calling you, or even calling this person, right, to sort of separate, detach from this connection, it's only because the universe is really trying, God is trying to bring in your manifestations. But this person could very well be blocking them. So that is what I have for you, Aries. Hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys next time.